Well, hello again. Here we are at Banbury Station, and today we're going to go down to Swindon and on to Stroud and Kemble to have a look at Stroud and Kemble railway stations. We're at Banbury at the moment. We started off at Leamington. We've got a change here for Didcot to Stroud.
This is Didcot Parkway.
Here we are at Stroud on platform 2, Cheltenham bound platform. First thing you see is nice wooden benches and no bum freezer metal ones, which is nice. No platform canopy supports. Sort of a hipped roof. And that building there, the Hill Paul building, can you believe it was down for demolition 20 years ago but was saved? It's a magnificent building. Now this is the temporary footbridge at the London end of the platform. I've never seen such a high footbridge. There must be a reason for it, whether it's to allow cranes to go in and out to replace the old footbridge when it's been refurbished and renovated. I don't know, but it's massive. As you can see. Just been talking to the nice person in the ticket office, and this is not a new footbridge with lifts about to be installed. It's actually the old footbridge, the top of which is in the car park and been restored because it's listed. And this is being obviously its bases and its ends are going to be renovated as well, being a listed building. So they're not going to get a big, huge, ugly lift and stairs. They're going to get their old footbridge back. April time, roughly, she said. Disused bay platform. Beautifully well kept station. The ticket hall still retains its original stone. Hasn't been clad with something awful. The building opposite as you come out is the Stroud Hotel, and that's another fantastic building. There it is again. Dwarfing the station in many ways. This is the temporary footbridge. I've never seen such a big thing. Look at the height of it. You need Chris Bonington to get up and down each side. Enormous thing. But it's interesting they're putting the old bridge back with no lifts, which is unusual in this day and age. It's usually access for everyone if they can, But then again, you can get to platform 2 via this pull-in, as you can see. The station is pretty much surrounded by buildings, and car parking facilities at this station are for 150 vehicles. Nice to see a station that's retained its building on both sides. Now this station was a real joy. You could do with more than an hour really. It's full of nooks and crannies. There's nothing straight about it. It's all angles and that was a nice little chat to the chap changing the bins. Obviously a bit of an enthusiast himself. Now the wonderful thing about Kemble is that once upon a time it had 2 branch lines. You had, as we look down towards this whole water tower, you had the Tetbury branch swinging away to the left, and the other end of the station, which we'll have a look at in a minute, right up the other end of the station in the car park, you can still see the stump end of the branch line to Cirencester. It's fantastic. The footbridge is absolutely magnificent. I've already walked over it once and filmed it. I must have walked back and do it again. The sound of the birds is a bit more relaxed than Stroud. And sadly, very sadly, this is all that's left of the branch to Tetbury. You wouldn't even know it had ever existed, except for the water tower maybe. Very sad. Oh, what about this? This must have been the Tetbury branch platform buildings. Where you can see that tree growing out the ground, that large tree in the middle. That's right on the edge of the platform. You can just about see the edge of the platform beyond that. You can imagine trains trundling into there and people waiting in their finery. It's all gone. Now we're back on platform 1 and this wonderful footbridge. There's another funny angle. It doesn't go straight up and across, it goes diverting off at all angles. On the left hand side at the top, I'm sure the footbridge must have been extended over the old Cirencester branch. I'm beginning to sound like a footbridge fetishist, but I mean, look at that. The chap I got to talk to, which you'll see in a minute, he's changing the bins over. He was telling me that when they created the garden on platform 1, they actually found a time capsule that was put there by one of the old station managers, or I should say station masters in those days. It had a tin of tobacco in it and all that sort of stuff. There's the chap there, very friendly, helpful chap. You need 2 hours at least at Café. Part of the old waiting rooms or buildings on the Cirencester branch. Now here's the line that branches off and used to go to Cirencester. Still in situ because they stable locomotives here sometimes. Obviously there are quite a few steam specials I would have thought through here. And we'll have a look at that in the car park as it disappears off into the car park. Imagine coming on this platform and catching a train to Cirencester. What a shame it's all gone. And there's the sloping edge of the platform. You can imagine the little branch line train sweeping off towards Cirencester. People waving goodbye. Warm welcomes, sad farewells and all that, all gone. You see, even the station itself, as you approach it, it's all angles, it's not straight lines. And the canopy over the station approach ensures that if you were dropped off in a car, you could then walk from there to platform 1 and not get wet. The canopy extends to the entrance. Bit of good old-fashioned, what is today called customer service. New stations today, I don't care if you get soaked. Just over on the right there's the 150 space car park. Actually it's not 150, it's 220 space car park. Back on. This is the wonderful old refreshment room. I've got a brief clip of it with their permission. And it's in the old-fashioned style. Wonderful place, Kemble. Right, we're back at Didcot Parkway. I decided not to hop off and have an hour at Swindon. That can happen another time. But I thought I'd pop off at Didcot, go to the ticket office of the railway centre and see if I can buy our tickets for next Wednesday for John and I now, which will save me doing it online. See what happens. Got 2 chances. So I just had a shower. Just for the record, you can't buy tickets in advance. You have to get them either online or on the day. No problem. I was passing, thought I'd have a look. Let's go back to the station. I'm here well early, so it's better that than have the 6 minutes I planned to change here. I don't like that. 6 minutes isn't enough. So I've got well over an hour now at Didcot. Right, sum up of the day here at Didcot, waiting for the 13:34 back to Oxford and then on to Leamington Spa. The IET's Class 800 units are awful, and the seats are rock hard's not an exaggeration. If you took an orange box and used it in the vestibule end and sat on that, you'd be more comfortable. Basically, they feel like kit trains that are put together here and glorified streamlined cattle trucks. They're terrible. I don't like them very much, but better than no train at all. Stroud, worth a visit. Beautiful sort of sandstone buildings, but it was Kemble that really grabbed the imagination. Absolutely fantastic. Got loads of photos and video of it. Kemble's the one to look at. If you don't look at any of the others, well worth a look at Kemble. Beautiful station, beautiful footbridge, remnants of the old Cirencester branch and the line to Tetbury, and I found the platform for that tucked around the back of the building. Yeah, it's really worth watching, really worth looking at. Didn't bother with Swindon in the end, that can wait for another day.